Had quarterbacks numbers all season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Aguilar. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lynch. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. it has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Throwing after the interception, Aguilar. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Aguilar. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Aguilar. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Aguilar. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Aguilar. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry.
Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 70 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Aftershocks go up by 2 touchdowns. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Aguilar. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Aguilar. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
On 1st down, Aguilar. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw on 2nd down, Aguilar. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Aguilar. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Aguilar. He finds his man, complete. It's Lynch. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 1st and 10, Aguilar. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar eluding, and he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Aguilar. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Aguilar. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down. Aguilar throwing right, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Downfield throw tip, but he still got it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
They already had the early lead, then they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We start up in the Pacific Northwest. The New York Football Giants making the long trip to take on Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Zach Dysert, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The 49ers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on the secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for our home team, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stats will show us just how long it took for the pressure to get there, and it's not much. 1.8 seconds all told.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Aguilar.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
Aguilar.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, Aguilar. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 3.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. To throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. He finds Lynch. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Aguilar to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and 2. Aguilar. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1.
Operating from the gun. Aguilar. Buying. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. The big fella, the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground, And then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw on second down, Aguilar. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Aguilar. Pressure comes and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Throwing to start the drive, Aguilar. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Looking to throw, Aguilar. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On 1st and 10, Aguilar. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Aguilar. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On 3rd down, Aguilar. And the throw there going to be incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.